Hey, what's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James of Mint Hunter Comics here. And we are doing our Sunday claim sale. And normally it's a mix. It's some expensive stuff, it's some mid level stuff, it's a bunch of cheap stuff. Today, it's basically all mid level to high level stuff. It's sort of like a wall book claim sale. In fact, we're going to do something we stopped doing in 2023 when I started doing these live sales. I used to put up slabs with the raws, and for whatever reason, I stopped doing that. But we've got some slabs. So today is an entirely brand new inventory day. Some people have been asking what types of payment do we accept. It's a PayPal invoice, and people think that you can only pay via PayPal. That's actually not true at all. With a PayPal invoice, you can pay with any major credit card, debit card, whatever have you. And even Venmo and I believe Cash App and Zelle can be linked to PayPal too. So like you could pay with however you want to do it. This is the link right here. The Once you claim a book, it's yours. It's as simple as that. As long as you're the first claimer on it. Okay? So, uh, do you guys want me to start with softballs or should I just dive into the crazy, crazy stuff? I don't really know. But regardless, I think I'll start right in the middle. All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I'm going to do, we got a couple magazines. This is the first appearance of Rocket Raccoon. It's a Marvel preview, issue number 7. Mid to high grade. I've got $150 on this, and that is not one I get too commonly. So there you go. We'll get you guys warmed up with this stuff. This is the first solo Moon Knight. It actually predates the Moon Knight #1. I think that's the more valuable book. That's going to be there on C. Kilted Fed. I got a pile for you right here. Oh, I forgot to make mention of something very big. If you get a slab, I'm giving you free shipping. That's a very important detail. I can't believe I forgot to mention that. That's part of one of the fun things we're going to do today. Now, if you have an entire short box, a slab won't fit in that, so we'll have to kind of figure that out, but I can at least get the slab to you free shipping. All right. Let's do also mid to high first Star-Lord, which is Marvel Preview number 4. Any more stuff here that's sort of big? Here's a well-known, it's a Howard the Duck #1 magazine. I'll just finish up these magazines, and then that's it, and then we'll move on. What's up? What's up? These have a super sneak attack value. TMNT Book 1 and 2 original graphic novels. These were selling on eBay actual solds for so hilariously higher than that. But we're going to err on the side of caution. We're going to do 50 and a 20 for the both of them. And let's do some stuff that you guys are here for. We've got a Silver Surfer #1. The copy is about I believe it's about a 5. Could be a 4 or 5, maybe a 5. I've got 300 on the. And the funny thing is, give me 1 second. I'm missing my pen. Most of the stuff I've got here, I practically paid the price you are seeing in order for this to get in. Mill Skills, we'll talk privately. All right. Ivan Gomez. All right. Douglas, Marvel Preview number 4, first appearance of Star-Lord is D. And that is Douglas. Gone. It's a silver number 1. Now the silver number 3 is actually quite a bit nicer. I would, I think you're in the 7s, maybe even up to. I think with a clean and press, it's not impossible to get to an 8, but we're going to call it in the 7s. That's your first appearance of Mephisto on A. Goblin got A. You got it, dude. And then we've got a Silver Surfer number 4. I want to say it's Buscema. This one's about a 4.0, ironically, for number 4. I got 200 on it. That'll be on B. All right. And who is, I'm seeing Doug. All right. Then we have a mid to high grade. The worst part about it is there's a cut right at the top there. This is a beautiful copy. Colors look fantastic. First appearance of Vision right there. Number 57. I've got that down here on F. That'll go quick. There are no ASM today. None. I will say this is definitely a Marvel heavy day. Definitely Marvel heavy. Comatose Toast got F. Okay. Let's do a slab. This is the first appearance of Lilith, daughter of Dracula. It's a 9.4. Brand new slab. That's going to be here on E. First appearance of Lilith on E. We've got some big stuff today. I have a high grade, probably an 8.5, could be a 9.0. 102, the Return Hulk issue. Beautiful looking book right there. I got 250 on that. On B, could be one of the best copies I've ever seen of that, quite honestly. Here we have the third appearance of Doctor Doom with a Jack Kirby cameo. It's Fantastic Four number 10. This is mid to high grade. Let me tell you what your biggest obstacle is. There's one of those tiny vintage 15-cent stickers placed over top of the 10-cent mark or the 12-cent. So if you got a guy that's able to get that off, that stuff makes me really nervous. But it's funny. I never get a book like that in, and then I get one in, and it's extraordinarily high grade. So there you go. Beautiful copy, man. Beautiful stuff. What's G? That's Howard the Duck magazine number 1. You get a topless Beverly Switzer. Colt is going to get a B. All right. And Donagum gets an A. Gosh, Doug, you brought the meats today. All right, I'm going to take the magazines down. Maybe that's another day type of thing. To those of you who just come in, I said that if you get a slab, we can do free shipping. Let's do another slab. I don't have that many slabs. There's probably only like 25 there. So we have the first Silver Age Catwoman for a great price, $250. That'll be down. Actually, let's do C for Catwoman. There we go. All right, then we have the first appearance of Kurgo. Once again, you guys are going to have one shot at this. This is actually a high-grade book right here, a Fantastic Four, #7. And if no one gets it, it's getting graded. It's simple as that. That's going to be there on D. Up next is actually one of the most expensive books of the night. So I guess let's just get this out of the way, huh? This is Fantastic Four, #4, a truly gradable copy. Funny thing is, it's actually harder to find these raw these days than graded, I think. That is first Namor in the Silver Age. That is a major deal. The book's about a 7. And that is, those of you who follow that price and know that book, that is a steal on B. Thank you, Uncle Lou. All right, and then I got another one. First appearance of the Mad Thinker and Awesome Android, right in the middle, mid-grade Fantastic Four, 15 on D. I'm seeing Mr. Douglas pick up a B. And for some reason, I feel like I forgot to mention, but please make sure you fill out the link. Here it is. Very, very, very important. Some of these are saying these are out of my league. For some reason, I'm actually starting with the craziest, most expensive stuff. We have other big boy books in like $40 and $50 range, so just hang tight. Bolt. All right. Here we have a tie. This is the first appearance of the Scrolls. The book's about, I would say, a 6, maybe a 6.5. Looks absolutely gorgeous. You guys are going to have one shot at this. For I am definitely getting this graded if it doesn't go. So that's going to be on A. Kilt got a slab, which means Kilt is going to get some free shipping. Kilt, it's a little complicated because I see you're building a short box with me, but we can at least get this guy out to you, and I'll fit books in it for a free shipper on you, okay? So I'm going to say that again, guys. If you get a slab, you're going to get free shipping. Thanks, Kilt. I think I have one uncanny. Here is a near mint first appearance of Deadpool Raw. First Deadpool Raw right here. Gonna go get graded after today. I think it's about a 9.496. I believe this is the only X-Men book I have today. It's a 3035. First appearance of the Sentinels. It's #14. Right there on D. That's the only X-Men I got today. Toast beat Palfrey to G. Goodness. All right. And it's gone. Toast beat Xavier to D. Let's do a slab. Here we have the first Silver Age Riddler. With the Batman 60s TV pilot was based on this book, actually. It's a 4.0 on H. Next up, we have. I actually have two more Deadpools to put up for you guys tonight. Next up, we have a 3 and 6 Hulk low grade number 3, but complete, and Hulk number 6 and the more valuable rare UK. By the way, if you go to Key Collector and you look up the low, they say the lowest of the low is $560. Look how well that presents, and I'm doing it for $400. The only problem, the cover is just detached. Let's see. Still, that's easily $200 off. All right, let's do a. See, here we go. Here's one under 100. A mid-grade first appearance of High Evolutionary Hulk 134 in Mylar. Very affordable at 80 on D. We have a mid to high grade first Madam Hydra and Rick Jones as Bucky, a beautiful Captain America 12 center, number 110 on G. Matthew, that sounds good. I'll take a look. I'm a little behind, but sounds good. And is that a Steranka? I believe that is a Steranka. And now here, this pained me to put this under 100, but we're doing it. First appearance of the leader and humanoid, number 63 of Tales to Astonish, a beautiful mid-grade on I. Can't believe that book is that low. And right next to it, I don't know why I didn't have this right up on deck, but we have the first cameo of the leader and humanoid. This is also the first cover of the Chameleon with Tales to Astonish, number 62. So we have 62 and 63 right next to each other like that. I feel like my camera's tilted. Is that better? Is that better or worse? Hold on. Kind of like that. All right, Colt picked up a 9J. Donegan gets a B. Nice. I see a D went to a Jeff DeLeo. Thanks, Jeff. And again, all books under $100 that are raw, you can get up to 20% on. All you have to do is get 20 claims, and all books under 100 will be 20% off that are raw. Let's do another slab. Okay, guys, who's going to be the fastest trigger in the West here? Here we go. 9.8 with white pages. Wow. $1,000, 9.8 white, first Deadpool on I. Be ready, be ready. And that means free shipping. It's a $1,100 FMV. I got it for $1,000 for you. The final issue, mid to high grade, Journey into Mystery 124, iconic Kirby cover, first Queen Ula, second Hercules, and Thor reveals identity. That is on B. I am actually shocked that this did not get grabbed up within a second there. Colt, nice. And the first issue of Thor, about a 6. I'll put it on G right under B. There you go. I think I see Axionic Pick up a B. Thank you, Tom. We should be able to get you shipped out, Tom. 300 BAUD is going to get a G. Don't forget, guys, all you need to do is fill out that link. That'll be how I get you invoiced. All right, I'm going to give you guys another spicy meatball slab. And what's cool about this one is I happen to know that this has never been cleaned or pressed. And from the looks of it, there appears to be a lot of cleanable things on this one. We got a giant size X-Men #1. It is a CBCS 4.5. That's going to be on B. All right. Hal takes an I. Can I get a hell yeah in the chat? We got a hell yeah to Pal. And that's free shipping, Pal. So whatever you get on top of that is just lumped in for free. Shipping, that is. All right, here I'm thinking about getting this one graded. This is the actual first mention of the Darkhold. We have a mid to high grade, might just be high grade, Marvel Spotlight #3. Pop that into Mylar for you on D. I'm also thinking about getting this one graded. Annoyingly, someone actually wrote Giant, I guess for Giant Man, on the book. That's like the worst thing about it. It's a mid grade, presents beautifully. And more importantly, it has all its covers. Every time I get the first Wonder Man, the colors have lost. Colors look beautiful, glossy. 120 on first Wonder Man, Avengers #9. Uncle Lou. Silver Surfer 14. Classic cover, meeting with Spider-Man. Mid to low grade on I. Here's another one I'm getting graded. First, Avengers versus Doom. That's $150. That condition is no joke. Thanks, Ev. All right, I have some potential 9.8 candidates. Here we go. Eternals #1, possible 9.8. First Gore the God Butcher, possible 9.8. I'm sending all this to CGC. And first Darth Maul, possible 9.8 right there. All of those I couldn't find a single flaw on them. So that's how you know. Kilted Fett gets a D. Douglas Donegan gets an I. Colt got a C. And Uncle Lou got a J. Here we go. Highly coveted Batman versus Aliens. Issue 1 has a lot of value if you can find it in near mint. Not only is this a near mint, but I got a newsie, and it's a complete volume 1 and a complete volume 2. Now, I found on eBay solds, they sell between $75 and $125. So not only are these near mint and complete, I'm selling it as a set for lower than everything I found it. And again, this is the newsie. So that's going to be here on C. I have a mid-grade Death of Baron Zemo, Avengers 15. The copy's about a 6.5 on I. Death of Baron Zemo. Fett gets a bundle. Was that the old C? No, that's the new C. I was pretty shocked in my pricing of this stuff that this is under 100. This is a mid-grade first appearance of Immortus, just like the other Wonder Man. It's got all its colors, no color loss. Looks absolutely great on the Everett. Gets Death of Baron Zemo. Journey into Mystery, number 70. I have a mid to slightly into the low grade. This might just be like a 5.5 or a 6. This is the first prototype of Sandman before you got Amazing Spider-Man number 4. Very cool book. Last chance to get that. That's going to get graded. Douglas is going to pick up first Wonder Man. Thank you, Douglas. And here we've got on our Avengers kick, Avengers number 5. This is a mid to low grade. Copy's about a 5. It's the first appearance of the Lava Men on G. Actionic got I. Xavier, that is at least, at the worst case scenario, I believe a 6. However, it could, with a clean and press, get into the 6.5, 7 range. Actionic, oh, that's old news. You got I. Everett got G. And frankly, that's actually probably my favorite book of the night. A raw FF number 2. That's crazy. Werewolf by Night number 1. Mid-grade, first Werewolf by Night solo series. I got $50 on that. Let's see. All right, here we got a mid to high grade. You might be in the 7s. Clean and press, you have a little bit of room too to make it even better. The classic Return of Cap number 100 on I. I see Palf got a C. And again, since Palfrey got a slab, that's all going to be put together with free shipping. Everett is going to get first Immortus. Any more Deadpool? I do have one more hiding in here somewhere. This might just be the lowest price you'll find on this. No, it is not coverless. It is not a best condition copy, though. I do have the first Ghost Rider, Marvel Spotlight number 5. 0.5 to a 1.0, $200. Next up, we have another shot at giving you guys free shipping. We have an 8.5. That's $50 under the FMV at 600 on C. C for Captain America. Xavier, I'm actually sad to see that go. I'm glad it's going to you, man. I think that Joe Dodson just got a G. Thank you, Joe. Don't forget to fill out this link. Bam. There it is. First name, last name, all that stuff. I'll mention again, if you get a slab, you're getting free shipping. Comatose Toast. Any raw books under $100 are still eligible for the 10 and 20% off. Not the slabs, not the 100 plus. Strange Tales 169. This is the first appearance of Brother Voodoo. It's a 7.0 at $230. If you get it, you get free shipping. That's enough slabs. Let's do here. You know what? I have another gradable candidate, possibly a 6.5, I think, or a 7. That'll be on D right there. On J, we have a perfect condition Godzilla versus Barkley. Rare, super oddball one right there. Are you into facsimiles? Not even remotely. Give me a second. All right. I am trying to find this freaking thing. Is it all the way at the bottom here? Oh my gosh. There it is. It really was all the way at the bottom. All right. And just for fun, let's do another First Falcon. So we have so many options for you for First Falcon. We have an 8.5, a 6.5, and then I think a raw 6.5 on D. Kilt. All right, here's one that if you got the money for it, this is $50 under FMV. First appearance of Teen Titans. Brave and the Bold 54. 5.5. 300. That is an off eBay deal right there. All right. Then we have a mid to low Marvel Superheroes number 20. Classic Doctor Doom. I'm going to put that on G for 100. LaFerge gets the raw. Nice. Good to see you, Joe. What was that? All right, Jefferson. Mr. Poole. Robert Poole. Guess what? Your entire pile now is free shipping. Mr. Robert Poole. Robert Poole, you know how it works. Make sure you fill out the link. Toast.g. I see Metal Face. No. G. What is on H? That's first Silver Age Riddler at a 4.0. All right, excellent. All right. Next, we have The Boys, issue 3, first appearance of the 7, most notably Homelander. That's down here on I. I have a Tales to Astonish number 60. This is actually the issue in which the Hulk stories begin. A beautiful mid grade on D, sandwiched between the two Falcons. 300 got that right away. You know what? Honestly, I think this slipped in here. I don't think this is technically part of the big boys, but we'll do the first appearance of Blight of Batman Beyond number 296 on G. That's actually one of the most affordable slabs we've got today. That's funny. I could have sworn someone got A. Am I hallucinating? Wow. I'm going crazy. Here's the link, of course. All right, let's do our Death of Green Goblin 7-0. I guess we did have ASM. And our Death of Gwen 7-5. Those are the off of eBay prices. Oh, my fishing wire is not holding up. Give me a second. I've always used twine, but today I put some fishing wire up. And it already wants to come down. There we go. Sweet. All right, excellent. Not to toot my own horn, guys, but these are some really good pricing today. Certainly expected some of this stuff to fly off the handle. Maybe this one. First full appearance of Galactus, as well as cover. It's a 0.5 at 200 A. That's your affordable version right there. Let's go ahead and do our first actual Silver Surfer and Galactus, another 0.5 on F. Fix my camera. There we go. Is that better? Can't tell if that's better or worse. Yeah, that's good. All right, guys, there is good stuff on the wall. All right, I'm going to go get some water. I'm going to do a 2-minute warning, and then we're going to clear the wall, or I'll do a minute and a half. We'll clear the wall and give you a fresh wall. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 90 seconds. All right, I think we have, let's see. Got 20 seconds left. Andy, there are no discounts today. The books, to get this stuff for you guys, I had to pay almost the price you are seeing. In order for me just to break even from this buy, I have to sell 80% of everything I show you guys tonight. That's insane. So no, can't do it. All right, I'm getting this graded. All right. 9.4, first appearance of Deadpool. Old CBCS label, $3.50. Tales to Astonish, 64. First cover appearance and second appearance of the leader and second appearance of the Tuma. Mid-grade C. I also have a mid-grade Hulk 103 first space parasite on D. Colt. Did I just mess up the string again? All right, guys. Fishing wire ain't it. I'm letting you know right now. Fishing wire does not work. It's too weak. And Colt got D. All right, here's all the under $100 stuff. Let's do it. I have a near mint first Winter Soldier. Pop that into Mylar for you on I. I have the first appearance of Hela. Feels weird putting this under 100. It's also the first Lady Sif. In parentheses, it's a different Lady Sif than the one you know. It was a completely different character. I goes to Penguin. All right, I have a Journey into Mystery, mid-grade 119, which is the first Warriors 3 on C. Here we have the Origin of the Inhumans and the first cover appearance of Hela. And this sucker is actually high grade. Look at that. If you can see from there. Absolutely gorgeous on H. Goon, nothing on G. This is your last chance to get it. I actually had 120 on it. I lowered it $20. We have possible near mint minus first full appearance of Darkseid, New Gods, number 2. I also have two about 7.0 second appearance of Ghost Rider. I have 2 identical copies on H here. Marvel Spotlight number 6. That, come here. Okay, fishing string. I'm not a fan. We're going to have to go back to Twine, I think. All right, Fantastic Four number 6. We have a mid to high grade copy. I think it's about a 7.5. First, Franklin Richards. It's also the first appearance of Annihilus. That's going to be up here on E. It's Fantastic Four Annual 6. Mark Fry and Metalface both got a Marvel Spotlight. Mark Fry. And then the other one was Metal Face. All right, then we have about a 7.5 classic Kirby cover, FF, also number 75 on G. Roman Curtis, what are you claiming? Goon Guy takes a B. That's nice. All right, sweet. Thornhill. Awesome. Fantastic Four number 72. It's about an 8.0, and I'm definitely getting that graded if it doesn't go today. Classic FF Kirby Silver Surfer cover. The Annihilus is a 7.5, and whoops, I am definitely grading that. All right, and then I've got a high grade Demon number 1. That is a kind of a big key that I think is very affordable. Everything's relative, I know, but still. All right, and then I have 2 copies of this. This is about a 4.0. First appearance of Black Panther, complete, obviously. Down here on I. Here, let's give you guys a slab. First appearance of the Luminals. First appearance of Cosmo, the Wonder Dog, as well as other things. This is considerably lower than its FMV. We're doing $300 on a Nova number 8. Donegan. Got I. Wait, you guys are getting YouTube ad? Oh, I thought someone said you got YouTube ads on this. Allison Hunter, thanks for your claim on E. Make sure you fill out this link. This is how I'm invoicing you after the show. Was it Allison Hunter? Robert, if you like this, you'll like this. I have something, at least I consider to be kind of extraordinary. A 9.8 with white pages from 1972. Absolutely absurd for a book like that to have gotten a 9.8 white. That is 800 on A. Someone, I think it was Hank, expressed interest. I have another one. This one's right in the middle, about a 5. First Brother Voodoo, Strange Tales 169 on B. All right. Incredible Hulk 340. 9.8 white pages. Fair market value is about $1,150 to $1,200. We're going to do 1.1 for you on E. Guys, we have the first appearance of Hela up here for under $100. Get it gone. Let's do a, this looks like a 4.5. I would love to know why I got this grade. I didn't submit this myself. Custom label, first Morbius, 1.5 at 150. First, second, third, and full appearance of the Black Flash for $20. Complete run of that for just $20. Easy. Dodson is going to get an H. Now, Dodson, didn't you have a pile? Joe Dodson. Or did I hallucinate that? No, you did. Nice. All right, Joe, that means you are going to get free shipping. Sweet deal. Mr. Pilgrim picked up an I. All right. Okay. All right. First appearance of Dormammu. About a 6.5 to 7. We have a Strange Tales 126 for 200. H. Where did I put my water? All right, Conan the Barbarian. I have about a 7.0 raw. Number 1. 1D. Here we have the first appearance of Elektra. It's also the Newsy. About a 7 at 150. Killer Dolphin gets a D. Dolphins, you know what to do. Make sure you fill out the link. First name, last name. Here we have the first appearance of Rhino in a graded 5.5 CBCS, brand new label on I. And I have a Fantastic 445, first appearance of the Inhumans. It's about a 5.0, 125. It would be nicer. We're going to play it safe and call it a 5. Classic Thing versus Namor. It's issue number 8 of Submariner. Number 8 down here on J. It's a mid to low. Looks good from the front. Reinhardt is going to get a D. All right. That is, who's that? Richard Keegan. Thanks, Richard. All right, Richard got H. Half got J. Razor Rod. I did have a couple First Falcons. Let me find it for you. In 2 different price ranges. 6.5, 260. And I have an 8.5, 600. So let me know. Even though this has been a almost entirely Marvel sale, I do have some DC. Aquaman number 29. That's a first Ocean Master mid-grade D. Pretty shocked to how low that's gotten. We have the first appearance of Mera, Aquaman 11. It does have a bite out of it on the top, so we're doing 75 for the first Mera. I actually have a Liefeld signed 8.5 New Mutants 87, Mr. Biscuit. That's here on F. Henson, we got a Journey into Mystery 119, First Warriors 3. All right, then we have one I would like to get graded, but we'll give you guys first shot. Phantom Stranger number 4. It is a Neil Adams, very high grade, and it's first Tala on J. Pal. Man, I thought those Aquaman books would go in 2 seconds. All right, here we got a near mint minus. First appearance of She-Hulk on F. Guys, we have a first Ocean Master and Mara on the wall. Oh, Mara just went. So we have the first Ocean Master on the wall. I don't know why Rhino does not want to stay up there. All right, that's a near mint minus on F. All right, I'm going to give you guys a minute and a half. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 90 seconds, and then we're restarting the wall. Xavier, if you're still watching, I have something, for some reason, I feel like I know that you want. We'll see. Rhino does want to charge forward. I see what you did there. We have 300 people in the chat. That's pretty good, man. Cheers. Everybody, 300 people? Why don't we get 300 likes? Everybody take a quick second, like the video. Please and thank you are the magic words. All right, I'm going to clear. We're leaving a lot of slabs. Leaving a lot of slabs. It's all right. Look at that. 9-8 white. We sold 3 near mint Deadpools tonight. You had a fair shot, man. Wait, what's this? We can't sell high grade Newsy first Electra? I don't believe that. I'm leaving that up on the wall. There ain't no way. There's just no way. Actually, you know what? We have sold every single wall book. So I'm going to leave this up on the wall. Holy crap. All right, I have 2. And for some reason, I did not put, I did the in the shop stickers instead of the other ones. These are classic covers. This is entirely based on the condition. Both of these are $50. It's 45 and 46, exclusively because of how nice they are. They may just be near mint. Let me make a $50 sticker real quick. That is a Journey into Mystery 119, which is the first appearance of the Warriors 3. The copy, I believe, is right about a 6.5 to a 7. Axionic just got first Daredevil. I mean, first Elektra. Mr. Douglas got a D, and we still have E. What is... Oh, I already answered that. Oops. Here we have another first appearance of Black Panther, priced nicely under FMV. It's a 6.5 CBCS brand new slab. You know what sucks? I remember buying a 3.5 for $1,000 in COVID. That's crazy. All right, very high grade and classic cover, second Black Manta, and considered to be one of the best looking covers from the 60s. We have number 42. Absolute masterpiece cover design, looks gorgeous. And for our final Aquaman, we have the controversial Adventure Comics 352. Nice Mylar copy. This is the death of Aqua Baby, or Aqua Lad, when Black Manta kills him. All right. Colt actually just swooped up both of those. All right, then we have first appearance of Loi Kung, say blah 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 blah. A bunch of stuff. Extraordinarily high grade copy, going out to get graded if you guys don't get it today. Second appearance of Iron Fist. It's possibly a near mint. Yeah, that's on H. Another one going out to get graded, a very high grade. First Arkham Asylum. Batman 258 on A. Another one going out to get graded, possibly a near mint minus of a Marvel Premiere 10, which is first Shuma Garoth. Ridiculous to have in that condition on D. Polar Bear, is that the first one for you, Polar? I think it is. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think that's it. See. All right, cool. All right. This one comes with a warning. It is a 9.8 with white pages of the origin of Captain America. Now, very important detail. This book is the Boston Pedigree. The last sold of this was $4,000. So it's easy to think that maybe by now it'd be 4,500. Maybe. I'm going to do 4,000 for this, but it comes with a warning. Regular non-pedigree copies of this sell for less than 3,000. So you have to really want the pedigree version to spend an extra $1,000 to swing for this. 98 white pages, the Boston Pedigree, very desirable book at 4. Thanks, Colt. You got a C and an F and a J. You know what's crazy, folks? That's not the only $4,000 book. I've had this for $5,000 for about a year. This is a never cleaned, never pressed first appearance of the Green Hornet. I started coming around to the idea of accepting $4,500 for it. And I put it actually in my antique shop at $4,500, which is $500 off. That's been about 6 months. So today, for the first time, for an entire $1,000 cheaper, Green Hornet #1, my most coveted book. That is a Green Hornet #1 first appearance of the Green Hornet from 1940 for $4,000. Next up, we have first appearance of Silver Dagger, 9/8 white, Doc Strange, another $1,100 book. I chopped off $100 for you. We're gonna just do it for $1K. The CGC fair market value is $4,000. I had this listed at $3,800, and in the shop I think it was $3,400. So now we're doing another 9/8 white page Steranko classic, first appearance of Scorpio and Jacob Fury. First appearance 9/8 white CBCS 3000. Again, about $1,000 under the FMV. Every single book on the wall is priced under FMV, considerably under FMV. Will Hayden, I will ship anywhere in the world. Here's the catch. You're sending me the shipping label and the customs for all international orders. If you're cool with that, I'm cool with it. I know the stuff is expensive. I know it. We'll do one more. Very few on the census. First appearance of Steppenwolf, Origin of Mr. Miracle, letter from Sheldon Mordoff. New Gods number 798 with white pages on F. Thanks, Allison. That also means you have free shipping there, Allison. I just got to find your pile. Seriously, where did I put your pile? Allison Hunter, found you. Allison, you got free shipping. All right. Do I have any more gigantic books? I think that might be the biggest of the bigs. I got one more up my sleeve. One more giant one. I have a Fantastic Four 49 in a 7/0. Beautiful looking book for $1,200. That'll be the new B. All right. And then we have great price on this. 9.2 with white pages. Classic Batman, $425. And considering I needed every book to sell to actually make a profit today, I'm getting a little scared here. We got 300 people in the chat. Help me out. Ooh, Bipolar takes a spicy cookie. Thanks, Bipolar. Nice. Going off to get graded. First, Ulysses Bloodstone, as well as the first appearance of The Bloodstone. Near Mint, Marvel Presents 1. I also have the super tough Marvel Age number 2. Really hard to find that in Near Mint. Oops, I'm not even on camera. Oops. Yeah, another gradable copy. Going out to CGC Marvel Age 12. Previews Spidey's Black Suit before the book actually came out. Mr. Pilgrim. Hell. All right, let's do some more gradable. Star Wars 2. First, what's it? Jabba the Hutt in comics, as well as a couple other things. I think Kenobi. Star Wars number 2. It's a mid to high grade copy on E. I ripped this out of my bins. I had a tied for first black suit. I had $60 on it. We're going to do 50. It's the Newsy Spectacular Spider-Man 90. I think it's a near mint minus, but I'm still going to get it graded. Guys, seriously, do not miss out on Marvel Premiere 16. It might be a near mint, might be a 9698. Same with this one. Second appearance of Shang-Chi. Might be 96, 98. Crazy stuff. $90. First meeting of Doom and Submariner, mid to high. Doug.H. Be not afraid of the slabs, my people. Be not afraid. All right. One of our big ones. First Tiger Shark. Wind Among the Reeds. Or Colt.J. Sorry, Wind. All right. Turns out this chick was actually on the mural in the Hall of Justice in the new Superman movie. First appearance of Madame Xanadu. $700 fair market value. Here's mine for $200 less. On E, $500. Here, let's throw you guys a softball. This is an easy one. 8.5 white page, first full appearance of Red Sonja for $160. It's about $40 under the FMV. Take it away. Colt gets an E. It's gone. Mr. Marsh. Okay, where are we? Well, we managed to kill an entire short box of big boys. So let's do it. First appearance of Kang, 5-0, 325 on E. First appearance of Frankie Ray Nova, perfect 9.8 white. That's a tough 9.8 white. First, Howard the Duck, 165, Fear, number 19. That's a tough one. You only got to fill out the link once per claim. I mean, once per show. All right, so guys, what we're going to do now is this is the last big wall of the night. From here on out, I'm going to do a short box of very affordable stuff. So we're going to completely switch gears and make it the classic 5, the 10s, the 15s, the 20s that you guys love. So I'm going to give you 2 full minutes on this wall because this is a pretty crazy wall. There's some meat and potatoes. That is the Boston The last sale, which was like 6 or 7 years ago or something, was 4,000. So this is literally what it went for. It should be 4,500 or more, but we're doing 4,000. But as I said, non-pedigree copies sell for under 3,000. So you need to know that going in. You gotta want the Boston pedigree, you know. All right, and Colt got this guy. Allison got E. Thanks, Allison. Penguin, no, I did not. Feel free to send that over to me again. All right, I'm starting the timer, so I'm going to give you guys about a minute and a half. Hey, Siri, start a timer for a minute and a half. Actually, I'm gonna redo that. Let's give you guys another second here. I got another big book that I kind of forgot I had. It should be up on this wall. You guys got to see it at least once. All right, $1,000. First Ra's al Ghul, Batman 9-2. Give me a second. All right, and I'm going to give you one more crazy boy to chew on. This is a $3,000 book. Let's give you an off of eBay price. This is the last big book of the night, and then we're going to switch to the cheap stuff, okay? White Pages, $3,000. You guys can get it for $2,700. 9-4 white. First appearance of Blade. And I'm going to give you guys one more minute, and then we're making it an affordable clean sale from here on out. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. E is a full $100 under what I have it on eBay for. Which is why you've only got it for a minute. All right, let's see. I bet we have just, yeah, we got 5 seconds left. I'm just going to go ahead and take it down. All right. Okay. Let's completely switch gears. Welcome back to the $10 stuff. Let's have some fun. All right. First full appearance of Nocturna. We have a high grade newsie, Batman 363 on A. Second appearance of Harvey Bullock. First cover appearance of Jason Todd, high grade 361 newsie, Batman. Avengers 232, Eros renamed Star Fox. It's also Star Fox joins the Avengers, high grade C newsie. We're on a newsie kick. Mr. Gomez got A. Colt got B. All right. Classic cover. Again, high grade newsie. D. Here's a Ghost Rider 15. The first glow in the dark cover. I have covered A and B for a combined $8 on each. I have the first appearance of Monarch and Wave Rider, perfect condition for just $4. First Anti-Vision 360 near mint for just $4. Absolute Flash #1 for just cover price. Matt Dalton on A, nothing on A. Bowers got G. Ivan. All right. First appearance of Blue Trinity and Lady Flash. Flash #7 from the 80s. Flash #5 from the 80s. First, Speed McGee. All this stuff is high grade. A complete, not a single issue missing, full run, which includes the non-numbered Shadow of the Bat issues, which people love to forget, of the entire Nightfall arc in near mint. Matt Dalton, can you confirm, is that a claim on H? I thought your thing kind of came when it came up, so please confirm. I think we have to give it to Penguin if we do the whole wait for it to hit the wall, but I could be wrong. Matt, please confirm, is that a claim on H? Let me know. Oh, here's an expensive boy hidden in there. You know why? I was doing $50 and up, and I had this one at 40. Black Lightning #1. It's like a very fine plus, near mint minus on A. First appearance of Black Lightning. Matt, confirm the claim on H, please. I see a toast on A. Second appearance of the Elongated Man, low grade, Flash 117 on E. Or 115, excuse me. All right, I'm going to give that one to Penguin. I think Matt is behind. Matt, make sure you refresh your browser, my friend. All right, we have Flash 172, mid to low grade, classic Grodd cover, 12 center. We have Flash 160, Silver Age, mid grade for $10. We have Flash 157, mid to high grade for 15. Flash 155. I don't know why I don't have a sticker on that, but I only have that. That is the first Rogues right there, mid grade on H for just $20. 152 high grade 12-cent Flash. And I got room for one more. Let's do a 151 mid to high grade Flash. Some awesome condition Silver Age today. Matt Dalton's going to get an A. Oh. Okay. Then John Green. Guys, we got beautiful, beautiful looking flash books priced significantly under the recent sales. Price to move. Let's get it. We have a high grade Captain Cold Flash 150 12 center on A. Here's another one, Flash 149 mid grade, just $10. Nice Colt. All right, then we have Flash 143, first tomorrow in the Silver Age. Mid to low on I. Another mid to high grader. I got $20 on this 142. Second appearance, first cover appearance of Abracadabra, 133 on J. Or you could just clear the wall or say claim all Flash, and we'll expedite this, and I'll give you a free book or two. Wind Among the Reeds is going to pick up an H. Wind Among the Reeds. I never get a first garage. Never. I do actually get the second garage from time to time. Anyone want to make a full claim on all Flash? I could get you all the Flash. Actually, what you see is what's there. This is the last one. First Golden Age Green Lantern in the Silver Age. First JSA in the Silver Age. And first Jay Garrick and Barry team up. That's a good book. That's a mid to low for 40. Zamboni claims Flash. We'll get him out of here, and we'll give you a nice discount, Zamboni. We'll make this guy free. We'll make this guy free. And that's it. And Scott R. right behind with it. Oh, look at this. I forgot. I wanted to put this up with my bigger boys. I think I'm done waiting for this dude to pay. I've given him over a month. We have a very high grade first full appearance of Mystique. Ms. Marvel 18. I think it's time he gets blocked. He is not paid for his books. Guys, payment is due within 24 hours. Sometimes it's okay if it takes like 48 hours. It's definitely preferred to not take that long, though. Tom K. Deep. Oh, Tom K, you actually have a short box with me. Let's just put you in there. All right. Yeah. Okay. Journey into Mystery 122. Copies about a 5.0. Journey into Mystery 121. Copy is about a 6.5 to a 7.5. Classic Kirby cover. We have a perfect condition first hero gasm, which means first soldier boy and crimson countess. And then I got one that's not perfect. It's like mid-grade. And because I just don't believe that this book didn't sell, I'm going to bring it back. First appearance of Homelander and the Seven. The Boys number 3. Andy, thank you. Third appearance of Ghost Rider, Marvel Spotlight number 7 on E. Mid-grade. Marvel Spotlight number 10, first Witch. Why am I not in front of the camera? First Witch Woman, mid to low on F. Super high grade Phantom Stranger. I have issue 3 and 5. Gradable candidates. All right, Kilt gets a D. Tom gets an E. Axionic picks up a J. I haven't gotten any leads on an Iron Man 55. I did put out feelers, but not yet. A couple more high-grade Phantom Strangers. Here's number 7. Number 9, which is a key. Classic Avengers cover. A bunch of people leave, a bunch of people quit. That's all you need to know. Mid to low grade J. $10. That's number 16. Pristine Clean, thank you for your claim. So you know, if you get 10 claims on all Raws, I'm going to give you 10% off. If you get 20 claims, you get 20% off. Oh, this is Thornhill. Interesting. Okay. Thorn. Journey into Mystery, first appearance of the Odin Sword, and second Carnilla, low grade 117. Journey into Mystery, first Norm Stones, third appearance of Medusa, 116, mid grade J. Lots of good books to come. There's really good books on the wall right now. I might have blown everyone's budget already. D and E are both gone. That's the last of the Phantom Strangers. Is that Penguin? Yeah. All right. Tales to Astonish, 66, mid-grade, 12 cents, $20. Judo Master, it's the origin of Thunderbolt, mid-grade E, $10. Pal. Funny thing is, according to price guides and even recent sales, this book is more expensive than it is. I just tend to price keys like this a little lighter. It's the new Giant Man costume. That's a pretty light key as far as I'm concerned, but you should know that price is a lot lower than what I was seeing. All right, Kilted Fett got IJ. Pristine, otherwise known as Thornhill, got a D. All right, here we go. This is like a $75 high. It was the, look at this, the 9.8 for 250 and 300. Even the 8.0 was 225. Crazy. The New York City 2017 Ash Can Edition. It's about $100 raw. I'm doing it for $50. It looks like a possible 9698. I don't care. That's the type of stuff I don't really care too much about. But you know what? Someone could make some good money on that. In fact, here's your Doomsday Clock number one. First Mime and Marionette. All right, Silver Surfer number two, mid to low. First Badoon. H. Iron Fist, first solo series, mid to low. $40. Iron Fist number one. Great price. Let's see, what do we got? $1956, four color, mid to low. I think we need a little help clearing the wall here. Damien, I'm spelling that name wrong. I can tell. Fouth. Thanks, Damien. All right, awesome. Space Family Robinson, 12 center. It's issue number 7 on J. What is E? Kevin, that is Judo Master. It's, unfortunately, it's kind of cut off. Judo Master number 90. The Origin of Thunderbolt. Judo Master 90. Toast. That's an easy one. Second appearance of Catman up here on B. Low grade. All right, I think we need a reset. If anyone wants to do a wall claim, I'll do a super generous discount here for you. How about this? Get the entire wall. I'll give you A for free. Hold on, Ivan. If that doesn't go, I'm gonna give B to you. but why don't we give the entire wall and get you A for free? That's $40 on me. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, I'm giving you guys 1 minute on that. Ivan is going to get B if the wall does not clean. All right. I'm just going to say it's not happening. All right, I'm going to give you guys, we seem to have lost our momentum so bad that I'm going to give you guys one more full wall, and that's it. We're just going to be in sudden death, which means if you cannot keep the wall at least one spot open, we're done. We typically go till 5 o'clock, but we did some very expensive books, and I think it might have exhausted you guys or something. I don't know what's going on. We even have over 200 people in here. Journey into Mystery, 111, mid-grade, first cover of Balder. Journey into Mystery, 106, mid to low grade. Journey into Mystery, 105, mid to possibly mid to high grade on that one. Journey into Mystery, 94, mid-grade, D. First cameo of Winter Soldier. That looks like a near mint. I might try to get that graded. Cap number 1 from Drew Baker. Steranko Classic 111 mid-grade. Mid to high grade 108 12 center. Captain 107 first Dr. Faustus. Mid to high grade $20. Wind Among the Reeds. Oh, there you are. Wind. Wind Among the Reeds. Colt got C and B. Penguin got E. I'm trying to give you guys a chance to get some discounts here. More books you claim, higher percentage off you get. Captain America 106, Kirby Classic mid-grade. C. 105, same conditions. B. 103, mid to high grade, Classic Red Skull. D. 25. Captain America 102, mid to high grade, maybe even just high grade. E. 101, another classic Silver Age Red Skull, mid to high grade 20. I also have the Phantom variant, sketch variant of a Spider-Gwen number 1, just $5. And I have a number of these. I think these came in cereal boxes, these weird little mini comics. I'm just doing $5 for each of them. I got a few of them on D. Toast. The Nerd Upstairs gets one. Nerd Upstairs, here's the link. Oops, I wrote that wrong. Nerd Upstairs. F. Misfit Mike takes a D. Uncle Lou gets an I. The rest of the cap went to Fett. You got some spicy stuff in your pile, Fett. You got a good one. Personality Classics John Wayne Special, #1. That's weird. Weird War Tales, #97. Second appearance of the Creature Commandos. High grade on C. Here's all my long Halloweens. I have 9. It is not a complete run. 2. I thought I had more than that. Holy crap, do I just have the 2? No, 1 and 3. There you go. Let's see. Pool got more Halloween. Weird skeletal bondage cover in Mylar. Wonder Woman 298. Let's see. High grade, of course. Here we have a very fine plus. Batman Beyond #1, the 6 Flags in Mylar. Nice. Deadpool Assassin #1, just cover price. The scarce final issue of Midnight Suns Unlimited. It's a $15 book, apparently, according to Key Collector. Here you can have it for $5. Deadpool versus Old Man Logan. First appearance of Maddie on G. Deadpool the Duck, cover price. Now we're moving. Biscuit, no. You weren't even second. You were third in line. All right, so Colt on C. Palf on H. Toast on B. Tom on I. Toast on G and F. I had no idea what this was. It looks like it's a trade paperback. Captain Freebird, American Prayer. It looks to be triple signed. I'm just doing it for $10. All right, then we have a. You know what? That's good enough to get graded. First appearance of Katana. First appearance of Batman and the Outsiders. We have a near mint Brave and the Bold 200, which is also the final issue of Brave and the Bold. Then we have a very fine plus. First full appearance of Killer Croc. Detective 524. 525 in a very fine plus, near mint minus. Third appearance of Killer Croc, but it's the first full appearance of Jason Todd. And then I probably should have put this with the Brave the Bold 200, but I have a Batman and the Outsiders 1. They're minty. Recent book, I have an Ultimate Black Panther #1. All right, so what we got? Panerico is going to get B. Welcome back, Panerico. By the way, there were a lot of big books that didn't sell. So you guys who got a second, if you want to rewind the video, there was a big stack of slabs that did not move. So if you were looking to pick up a big boy book today, go back. There were some things that didn't move. Palf is going to get F. Toast got an I. Adam McLaughlin. Hold on, Adam. I just have to write Adam. Dalton. Or no, that's Palf on G. I had two first Black Panthers today. All right, beautiful Life and Death or Life of Captain Marvel. Here we have near mints of the first Kevin Smith on Daredevil, Daredevil #1. Here we have a Very Fine Plus near mint minus Newsy, first Lord Darkwind and Meeting of Dee Dee and Wolverine. Same condition, classic Miller cover Newsy. Here's another Frank Miller. I think that was a non-key though, just $5. Beautiful Bronze Age, number 140. And first appearance of Dark Stars near mint. We have one more room. Classic Jim Lee Christmas cover FF number 4. Nerd Upstairs. Where did I literally just put your file? Nerd. There you are. Toast. How? Laura Lee. All right, Laura, that's a new pile. Matt, you know my advice? Hop on a computer. Hop on a computer, get some Ethernet. You'll be good to go, my friend. That's how you do it. All right. Misfit. One more. All right. Savage, Man of Bronze #1. First ongoing Doc Savage title. Adam Hughes, Elektra, White, Red, and Blood. Black, White, and Blood, rather. Marvel Superheroes 23. High grade reprint of first Scarlet Witch. McLaughlin. Fett. Baker. Perfect first Isaiah Bradley. I genuinely believe that is a 9.8 right there. I also have another perfect first Sam as Falcon, near mint, maybe near mint minus. All right, let's go to 1955, Davy Crockett, number 2, mid-grade. 4-crawler, 639, Davy Crockett, 10 center. All this 10 center, mid-50s stuff. Number 631. There you go. Penarico. Palf. All right. Near mid, first planetary. Don't forget the Davy Crockett number 2 from 1955 up there. Thanks, Astro. The final issue of Submariner, which coincides with the final issue of Aquaman with this slime monster. They both make appearances. It's a DC Marvel crossover. Then we have some mid-grade Savage Submariner 71 on I. So that's 72, 71. Here's 67, super high grade, first new costume, $20. Again, the price guides say something higher, but I don't really do that with the new stuff. No DC variants this time. Astro, thank you. Elvis on A. Good to see you, Elvis. Tom. All right. And then Submariner 60 high grade. 58 first tomorrow. Ron, high grade, good enough to get graded. 51. 43. 29. First Sirens and first Namor meeting Hercules. High grade stuff. Let's see, Robert's Pool gets a C. I actually have 2 of them. There you are. Elvis takes an A. Hey, D. Tom got B. Elvis got an H. All right. Buscema cover 24. 21. 19. First Stingray. That's a good one. It was a nice, clean run of this that I got in. Or if you want, yes, all the big boy books are gone. However, there are some that did not sell. Now, actually, or if you wanted to, you could just say claim Namor or claim Submariner, and I'll give you a few books for free. Maybe at the very end of the show, I'll do a recap of the books that didn't sell because it was a lot of big stuff like that. Yeah, someone want to claim the rest of the Namor or just say claim Submariner, claim SM. I'll give you the rest of the Submariner and I'll give you some stuff for free. Claim the Namor. All right. All right, Colt, thank you for your Namor claims. I'm going to give you this guy for free. Might get lucky with a grading of that too. Nice. Awesome. All right, and that means, and you know what? I'm going to give you this guy for free too. First Dark Stars you got. All right, I'm moving these two. I'm going to move these down here. The giant size X-Men did not sell, I'm pretty sure, by the way. So, all right, now we're moving on to my run of Aquaman. Tom got these two. Nice. Thanks, Tom. Okay. The final issue of Aquaman. Now, unfortunately, a lot of this I intended for the antique shop. So you have to pay attention because I got the stickers instead of the sticky notes. So, final issue of Aquaman, first appearance of the Sea Beast that coincides with the final issue of Namor. The Aquaman run was particularly high grade, so you're going to have to hear me say the issues and the number. $25 on A, $15 for mid-high 52 on B, $15 Deadpool backup story for 50 on C, $15 same condition on D for number 49. Same 47. This one's a mid-grade 15 on E. Penguin. Doug. And then you have Penguin. E. Andy, you couldn't be more wrong. It was $1,000 or $1,300. All right, number 44, high grade, $20. 43, high grade, $20. 41, high grade, $20. 40, this one is a key of some sort, I don't remember, but this one is high grade on D. 36 high grade 20 on E. Oh, good. I covered this in a video, actually. First appearance of the Aqua Beast, a hilarious one-time villain, mid-grade, $10. First appearance of Aqua Girl, mid-grade, $40. That's a good one. Number 33. Second appearance of Black Manta, mid-grade, $20. Doug. Kilt's got a G. Dalton got first Aqua Beast. Colt. Oh, that's gone. Penguin got H. And I think also A through D. Nice. Okay. We might just wipe our entire Aquaman. Classic cover, number 30, mid-grade, 20. 27, mid-grade, 20. 24, mid-grade, $15. 23, it's a key, mid-grade. Pretty sure that's the first Aqua Baby, $30. 22, mid-grade, a key, $20. 19, mid-grade, $20. 14, mid to low grade, $15. Penguin got E. Kilt got A. Actionic got C. All right, and oh, that was the last of my Aquaman with this book. Number 6, mid-grade, 20 on C. I'm also moving G to B, and I'm moving F to A. Penguin, you got like an inch or two left. You're right there, dude. And then, because I had it, a near mint rebirth Aquaman number 1. Sure, $3. First Simpsons comic with poster, $15. Very fine. All right, here's all the various Frankenstein issues. I've got mid to high grades of all of them. They're just going to be $15 each. This one I had to go 20 on because I think it might be near mint, but the rest of them, yep. And then this is the first meeting of Frankenstein and Dracula, so I had to go 30 on that. Damien picks up an F. I just got to find a pile. Found it. Tom gets an H. Mark Fry gets a C. Witching Hour, number 40, mid-grade, mid-party. I'm going to fan them out. All right, 14, 15, 16. These are our Frankensteins. Number 6. And then number 9. Although we got a full wall, we got to stay away from having a full wall. Goblin takes Frank. Pal. Scott's doing the rest of the aquas. Thanks, Scott. Misfit, we sold one of them tonight. All right, I got some tough to find Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Number 19, near mint A. One of the hardest ones is number 20. I got a near mint. If that doesn't go, I'm getting it graded. 17, 16, 15, 14. Not near mint, but quite the key with the kiss. After issue 10 down, they are not near mint. What's that? 9, 5, 3, or you could just say claim all Treehouse of Horror. Uncle Lou takes 1920. Zamboni gets HIJ. Uncle Lou takes the rest of Treehouse. There we go. Full run of Spider-Man: The Final Adventure. It's a 4-part foil series from the 90s. First appearance of White Rabbit. Team Up 131, mid to high. Marvel 2-in-1, 100 near mint, anniversary issue. Annual number 6, First American Eagle. Laughlin. The full run, it was a 2-part arc with a low print count from what it looks like of Spider-Man Punisher Family Plot. Classic cover, Ghost Rider 18 near mint. First appearance of Chimera, Wolverine 97 near mint. First appearance of X-23, If You Know, You Know, Wolverine 80 near mint. First appearance of Dirt, I can't even read my own handwriting. Wolverine, what's that? 95. Little keys. Panarico gets an A. Colt got a B. Laughlin, H. Powell, D. Baker, G. Powell, I. Baker, F. Controversial issue 325, Uncanny X-Men. They like talked badly about a artist in there or something. We have a newsy first appearance of Armadillo, Cap 308. I think Rise Comics was selling a 9.8 of that. I saw. That's kind of cool. That's not can't be too commonly of a submitted book. First Marauders, Near Mint minus, maybe Very Fine plus, X-Men 210. Complete first Man-Bat solo series. That's cool. Mid-grade. Tom got I. Here we go. Here's a good one. It says 30. I'm going to do 25. First, Lady J, Ripcord, Blowtorch, and Recondo. I'm going to go even lower than that. Witchblade, Wolverine, #1, near mint. The full run of Wolverine Gambit Victims. Another foil 90s run. #2 is first Martinique Wingrave. #2 is the key. Let's see. I went kind of fast, so let me go back in time. Palf got C. And again, Palf, I'm going to give you an extra good deal. Goblin Comics, I'm going to move down here. All right. Dalton. Baker. Oh, we've got another fake accountant here. Bye-bye, idiot. Bye-bye. Hashtag fake news. Thanks. Damien got A. Damien. There we go. This is the point in the show where we're about to get flooded by fake accounts. It seems to be a thing we get sometimes. Can't wait to be on removal duty. All right, next. I think we're all caught up except for that random first Armadillo. All right, last of the kind of cheap stuff, and then I'm going to re-put up the big boys again. Terror Titans 1 through 6. #3 is the reintroduction of Static Shock in the modern age. It is the full run of Terror Titans. I also have the full run of Sabretooth, Mary Shelley Overdrive. 2000s run. High grade Elvira, House of Mystery, #4. On A. Penguin. Thanks, Peng. George Romero, Empire of the Dead #1. That's just cover price on I. I thought it was cool. Zombie stuff, you know. First solo Eternal Warrior title. First Neville a lot. I can't read my own handwriting. Gotta love it. And Astro got A. Reinhardt got C. Brian, that's actually really funny. Brian, that's funny. I love it. Bowers. Evil Ernie Chaos Comics, perfect copy #2. I think I underpriced that. That's okay. First appearance of Excalibur, #1. That's the first appearance of Excalibur is not an Excalibur #1. It's this weird one-shot thing by Claremont. So just commit that to memory. Excalibur 31, first Vegas Superior near mint on H. Reinhardt. Near mint, first Full Killer Solo and Newsy on I. G.I. Joe 100 Anniversary Edition, very fine. C. First cameo of Zorana, near mint, G.I. Joe 50. B. Human Fly. I usually find these in mid or low. This is actually a near mint. That's cool. Number 1, $15. Not that expensive. Still cool though. Infinity Gauntlet 5. Nebula wields the gauntlet. First full appearance of Master 8 on A. And last one we'll do the Origin of Annihilus FF 140 high grade F. All right, and I'm gonna go back and show you guys, once we clear this wall, I'm gonna show you guys the stuff that didn't sell. That's the big boys. I know some of you couldn't come until a little bit late, so here you go. Another shot at it. Damien, where did I have you? There you are. Ivan. Palf. Can we get a full wall clear so I can kind of reroute and show you guys the big stuff? If someone claims the wall, I'll give you E for free. All right, Colt's doing it. All right, so I'm going to give you E for free. All right, sweet. Here we go. All right, folks. Here are the big boy books that didn't sell from earlier. We had a 7.0 first full Galactus. We'll put it on G for Galactus. We had a recently price lowered first Scorpio perfect 9.8 white pager, shield number 1. First appearance of Steppenwolf, very few on the census in a 9.8 white New Gods. $9.8 white page Boston Pedigree, which sold years ago for $4,000. I've got my hands on it, and we're still selling it for just $4,000. Best book of the night, $1,000 under my asking price. $5,000 book. We're doing it for 4. First appearance of Green Hornet from 1940. First appearance of Ra's al Ghul, 232, 9.2. $9.4 white page, $300 under the fair market value. First Blade. Anybody in the mood for a spicy meatball? First Silver Dagger, 9.8 white. On E. $8.5 First Falcon. $6.5 First Falcon. You know what's funny? Here's a weird memory I have. In COVID, The 8.0, this isn't 8.5, the 8.0 in COVID was almost $2,000. That's crazy. All right, and I'll give you just another quick, just like a 30 seconds on the wall, and then I'll put some other big boy books up. Anybody want some big boy books up? These are the off eBay prices. So most of these are 10 or 20% lower. So this is the time. If you've got it, hey Siri, start a timer for 30 seconds. Bipolar, let me know. Lock in. That one in particular, I was already priced a little bit low, and I'm doing an extra $100 lower. What would make the value drop so much? That would be called the comic boom popping of COVID. COVID overinflated everything to such unbelievable extremes. Um, every single book was the highest it ever was. Tons of people entered the hobby. And what happens when you have tons of people entering the hobby and everybody given free money? You get a perfect storm. So everybody had all this extra money to spend. They were at home and bored, everybody entering the hobby. And all these comics started coming out of the woodwork. And sometimes things that were not so commonly found were now commonly found. So you had books selling for $2,000 that right now are at like 15-year lows because the bubble popped. It's the same exact thing as the housing market crisis of 2007, 2008. And it's why this is the best time to buy comic books in 15 years. History lesson for you. All right. The reality is, I don't know how long comics are going to stay this low. That's like a 2011 price, by the way. That's like a 2010 price. I always say to my wife, I wish I was a comic book seller during COVID. I caught the tail end of it. But if I had the inventory I had now, just 5 years ago, like, would we even have a mortgage? I don't even know. It's just, I know people that made so much stinking money in COVID. It was insane. It's one of the reasons why I kind of decided to go in this. And now, ironically, it's the worst comic market that I remember. So that's amazing. But it's great for you guys because that means comics are dirt cheap. Every single one of these prices is down. 10-year lows, 15-year lows. So use it. All right, I'll give you one more spicy wall. I'll do one more showing of the books that didn't sell. Maybe I can make a sale or two. I'll be sick. Again, if you get a slab, you get free shipping. Demon number 2, second appearance of Etrigan in a absurd 9/8 white pages. Just ridiculous. Little surprised this one didn't go. It's 100 under the FMV, $1,100 for a 9/8 white 340. Here's a cheapie. Another at least $100 under the FMV. First Cosmo Underdog, first Luminals. Matt Dalton, that book sold. ASM 41, first Rhino. 5.5, brand new slab. Come on, stay up. Stay up. That's what she said. Pretty surprised this didn't sell either. Death of Gwen with white pages, 7.5. ASM 121. A never cleaned, never pressed Giant Size X-Men 1 4.5. Here we had first full Galactus 0.5. And first Galactus and Silver Surfer 0.5. It's funny, I always thought those were similar in price, but interestingly, they are not. Tom's taking a big boy. We wiggled one loose. Thank you, Tom. First Silver Age Bats on E. Is that like a new CBCS thing? The slabs like want to go forward or something? Laura's grabbing an E. I know we started a pile for you, Laura. I don't know where you are here. There you are. All right, we wiggled a couple loose. Sweet. Giant Size Chillers, number 1, first Lilith. Just lowered that price for you as well on H. Let me check the car. I might have another big boy. I mean, obviously, I have all my crazy Green Lantern stuff, but that might be a little too niche for you guys. I think I got 150 on this 9.8 First Devil Dinosaur. It's 150 on E. I'm just going to take Rhino down. It's bugging me. I mean, I got this 9.8 White Pager Speedy. I'll do 1,800 on D. And I'll do that White Pages. I'll do 900 off of eBay price on F. That's 2,000 and 1,000. So there you go. Here, let me write a quick thing right here. Andy says it's $2,000, so we're going to do an off eBay price of $200 off, and then this one's 1,000, so we'll do an off eBay price of 900. The thing is, there are 9.8s out there, number 86, but all of them seemingly have the off White Pages. That's a White Pager. Frank Riker, thank you, sir. All right. Oh yeah, let me get a price up there on F. Yeah, First Double Dinosaur. Nine eight White. Let's see if I have anything else fun, crazy in here. I certainly have a lot of Green Lantern. What's the significant? I'm assuming you mean A. That is, it's the second appearance of Demon. But what's ridiculous about it, Frank, it's a 9/8 white pages, which is crazy. You know, just crazy. Relion, yes, that is Death of Glenn. Good to see you, Relion. Razor Rod, thanks, man. You got it. You also get free shipping. That's how we're doing it today. If you get a slab, you get free shipping. So Razor Rod. Just make sure you fill out that link because I'm sending the invoice right after the show, Razor. Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot something big. I'm so dumb. All right. Here it was. And this is the thing I called out to Xavier because I said he might be interested in this. I don't know why. I just think he might. 9/8 white, Wolverine 4. 9/8 white, Wolverine 3. 9/8 white, Wolverine 2. 9/8 white, Wolverine 1. Has a combined fair market value of $1,350. So it's $150 off for $1,200. And I think that's the coolest bundle of the night. The full Wolverine Limited in 9/8 white. That's got to be one of the coolest things I've had for a while. That glare sucks, though. Is G better? All right, I'm just going to have to put the one book up. But yeah, that's the full 9/8 set. I have a little pre-code horror for you. 1954 Mystic number 30. Would have graded higher, but the cover is detached. I can do no deals. Every single book you guys are seeing tonight is either fair or under fair market value. Worse, I paid crazy money to get this stuff for you today. Let's just put it this way. I have a long way to go before I can even profit from the purchases from this week. I'm still in a hole even after this claim sale. So I cannot do that. Nope. All right, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. And then I think we're done. I mean, I got a few more things you guys might be interested in, but that's it. Win's going to take E, sure. Why not? Cheap. Here, I'll put another cheap one in its place. Classic bondage cover, 4/279 with Jane Foster. From the 70s, no less. The only ASM I have today is the first Rhino. Damien just got free shipping. Thanks as always, Damien. All right, let's give you guys more. Star Wars number 8 from the 70s with white pages, first appearance of Jackson. On E, 220. Feeling spicy, claim M to Laura. That is spicy, Laura. Jeez. Woo! That's a good purchase. That's a good purchase. Good stuff, Laura. All right, this is a funny one. This book actually sold at the last claim sale, and the guy just never paid. So he was a non-paying dingleberry, and it is back up for sale. Long Halloween 1, 9/8 white. And as long as we clear a spot, I can keep going. If we clear some spots, I can keep the party moving here. I'll start a 2-minute timer. Hey Siri, start a timer for 2 minutes. I do actually have more things I could show. We'll see. Colt picked up a G. All right. I'm going to clear that timer. For any TMNT fans, I have the first Donatello solo, 9/8 white, 200 on G. Good stuff. No demon in a bottle, just demon. I actually had a 9/8 of that classic. Is that Bob Layton? I forget. The demon in a bottle cover. I had a 9/8 of that twice. I think we're gonna do a we'll do a claim sale this Wednesday again. I'm gonna try just like a standard back to like the cheap stuff, the fives, the tens, the 20s, um, old school. Other than that, guys, it's been a great sale. Thank you very much. Here, of course, is the link if you need it. I think we've got 50 seconds left on our timer, so I'll keep going if we clear a spot. But we're in sudden death, and I'm totally fine with it. This was a good one. If anyone wants to get free shipping, you have a chance. There's first full Galactus for just 200. Still there. 25 seconds left. Pablo, we are ending the claim sale. But if you do want to grab something, it's very easy. It's a PayPal invoice. With a PayPal invoice, you can pay via Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, any major credit card, any debit card. It's just a PayPal invoice, but you can pay any way you want. So, good show, everybody. We're going to sign off. I got a lot of serious shipping to do. As always, give me several hours before you see the invoice. It takes a while to get everybody counted and double counted and all that stuff. So just give me a little bit and hang tight, and it's coming out. Good night, guys. Good show.